Modern life is not built for peace. It is an architecture of constant, low-level dread. We chase validation, we consume noise, and we mistake momentary comfort for actual happiness. The result? A profound, simmering anxiety that gnaws at the edges of every accomplishment. You achieve a goal, only to find the void is still there, waiting. This is the central failure of the contemporary world. It teaches us to anchor our happiness in things that are inherently unstable, external successes, the opinions of others, and fleeting pleasures. But 2,000 years ago, a philosophy emerged that addressed this precise failing. It offered a rugged, uncompromising path to resilience, a blueprint for an inner life so fortified that no external circumstance, loss, insult, failure, or even death, could breach it. This is not positive thinking. This is not spiritual escapism. This is Stoicism, and today, we are going deep into its foundational laws. These are the 7 pillars required to build an unbreakable mind. The bedrock of all Stoic practice is the clear, brutal distinction between what is up to us and what is not up to us. Epictetus called this principle the most fundamental requirement of life. Up to us are our judgments, our intentions, our opinions, and our responses. Not up to us are the weather, the stock market, other people's actions, the results of an endeavor, and our physical health. We spend 90% of our energy agonizing over the 10% we cannot influence. The Stoic understands that when you obsess over the external outcome, you have already forfeited your inner peace. Freedom is found not in controlling the world, but in recognizing the boundary lines of your own influence. When you truly grasp this, the heavy burden of trying to micromanage the universe is instantly lifted. Your job is not to win the fight, but to fight well. The outcome belongs to fate. Many people tolerate suffering. The Stoic seeks to transcend it entirely by cultivating a radical acceptance, a principle Marcus Aurelius lived by, amor fati, the love of fate. This means not just enduring what happens, but actively embracing it. Every challenge, every setback, every inconvenience is raw material. It is a necessary component of your journey, designed by nature to test and strengthen your character. If the external world delivers a harsh blow, the Stoic asks, how can I use this to practice justice, courage, or temperance? The broken piece of pottery is made more beautiful by the gold used to mend it, kintsugi. Do not wish for things to be different. Wish for your character to be strong enough to meet reality precisely as it is. What happens, happens for you, not to you. Every single event is a perfect opportunity for philosophical practice. The modern mind avoids pain, the Stoic mind seeks it out, mentally. This is the practice of premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. It is not morbid pessimism, but a powerful prophylactic against shock. Seneca taught us to regularly visualize the worst-case scenario, losing our job, suffering serious illness, having a loved one leave, or dying ourselves. Why? Because most anxiety stems from the fear of the unknown impact of sudden tragedy. By mentally rehearsing these events, we accomplish 3 things. First, we realize that we are capable of surviving the loss. Second, we appreciate what we have right now before it is gone. And third, we reduce the power of fear itself. We neutralize the shockwave. When misfortune finally strikes, you are not meeting a terrifying stranger, but an old acquaintance you have trained to handle. Stop, listen to me. Are you willing to lose everything you have right now? If the answer is no, then everything you have owns you. Prepare your mind for the necessary losses of life. Our daily problems feel massive because we view them through the narrow lens of ego. The Stoic antidote is the view from above, a meditative technique requiring us to zoom out, moving from our immediate circumstances to our city, our country, the entire planet, and finally, the vast, cold emptiness of space. From this cosmic vantage point, how important is that minor professional slight? How significant is that traffic jam? Your 80-year lifespan is a microscopic flicker against the backdrop of eternity. This perspective is not meant to make you feel worthless, but rather to remind you of the scale of things. It forces humility and clarifies priorities. The things you are obsessing over, the small, petty conflicts, are revealed for what they are, dust. You are a small, temporary part of a massive, beautiful system. Act accordingly, focusing only on the part you can truly control, your conduct in this brief moment. Stoicism teaches that the only true good is virtue, and the only true evil is vice. Everything else, health, wealth, reputation, poverty, sickness, is merely indifferent. These are external tools that can be used for good or ill. Money can fund a noble cause or a destructive habit. Health can be used to help others or to simply indulge. Of course, some indifferents are preferred. Health is preferred over sickness, but they must never be mistaken for the source of happiness itself. The moment you define yourself by your possessions, your title, or your physical condition, you become a slave to those things. They can be taken away. Focus on the only thing that cannot be stolen: your character, your moral choices, and your commitment to integrity. When stripped of everything, the Stoic still has their moral center. The indifferents are useful, but they hold zero intrinsic value in the calculus of a good life. Your mind, Marcus Aurelius reminds us, is your inner citadel. It is the one place in the universe where you are untouchable. But fortresses must be maintained. Every time you allow anger, jealousy, or external opinion to dictate your actions, you leave a gate open for the enemy to enter. The goal is to make the judgment of others, the sting of insults, and the noise of the marketplace irrelevant to your core self. Cultivate a space inside you that is so quiet, so disciplined, and so rational that external chaos cannot penetrate the walls. This takes constant vigilance, daily meditation, and ruthless self-assessment. The Citadel is not a place of escape, it is a place of preparation. From this safe, internal space, you can venture out into the world, secure in the knowledge that no matter what attacks are launched, you can retreat back to your rational core, whole and unbroken. Let me ask you this: who decides how you feel today? If the answer is anyone other than yourself, then your citadel is compromised. Fortify your walls. If everything external is indifferent, what is the point of living? The point is virtue, living in accordance with nature and reason. Stoicism is a practice of ethics, driven by four cardinal virtues: wisdom, the ability to make good judgments; justice, treating others fairly; courage, not just in battle, but in facing truth and adversity; and temperance, self-control and moderation. These virtues are not abstract concepts, they are daily actions. Did you speak truthfully today? That is courage. Did you treat a difficult person with fairness? That is justice. Did you use your resources wisely? That is temperance. The ultimate reward of Stoicism is not happiness as the world defines it, but eudaimonia, human flourishing, living well. And the only sure path to flourishing is through flawless execution of virtuous action. Your character is your destiny. Focus solely on making the choice that is most rational, most selfless, and most courageous, every single time. That is the final law of the unbreakable mind. You now possess the 7 foundational laws of Stoicism. They are not secrets hidden away in musty texts, they are tools waiting to be used. They require daily, relentless practice. The philosophy is simple, but the implementation is the work of a lifetime. Start today. Identify one thing you are worrying about that is outside of your control, and consciously release it. Practice amor fati by saying yes to the next inconvenient thing that happens. Build your inner citadel, one rational choice at a time. Stoicism promises you one thing: not a life free of struggle, but a mind free of fear. You cannot prevent the thunderstorm, but you can build a house that will withstand it. Go now, and begin the rigorous, profound work of building the unbreakable self. Thank you for watching.